Hey guys, this is Cody from Doubting Thomas Reviews. Today we're going to be looking over the 511 Recon Trainers. This is the box that they came in here. I actually ordered them off the site because they were cheaper on site, which is actually very surprising. Typically I have to go to Amazon or someplace like that to get them a little cheaper, but I got these for right about $70. The model that I got are the Storm, which I like a lot better just because it's a better color and just works. I guess the contrast is a little better for me. But before I really get into this, I want to run over real quick what I look for in a shoe, because my review can be completely subjective. It's just entirely based on what I like. But just to give you an idea of what I look for in a shoe, these are my old school Nike Prefontaines. I've had these since like 2008, 2007. They've lasted me forever. They're my mowing shoes now, but when I got them, they were a pretty nice white. But I've had to do a lot of maintenance to keep up with keeping them clean, and of course now they're blown out on the side, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But they were a very nice shoe. They were very light, pretty durable. I mean, they've lasted for several years. I had to get an insert in, which wasn't the greatest feature in the world. But, I mean, overall, they were a really good shoe. And this, essentially, is one of the things I look for in a shoe. They had good breathability. I mean, it's really thin over here, which is why it broke out over here. But, thin shoe, and I liked it a lot. So I was looking for something a little more like that. I got these more recently. These are Puma running shoes. I'm not really sure what the model is on these. I mean, they're an okay shoe, but they're a little bit heavy. Not a big fan of that. They're really dirty. They get dirty really easy. I got to do twice the amount of maintenance to keep them clean. So that's typically not what I'm looking for in a shoe. I'm not doing a ton of running. I do run. It's been a little while since I have run. But most of the stuff I do in my shoes are working out and just being in the gym and jogging on a treadmill if I need to, or going outside every once in a while. So these, honestly, are even though I do like Puma, these are some of the worst that I've had as far as those features go. Which takes us right into this beautiful shoe right here. I've had these for about a week and a half. I really wanted to give them a good test run before I did this review. And of course, they've held up really, really well over a week and a half. But I mean, I've learned a lot about them, and I'm really impressed with everything I've seen with them and experienced with them so far. First of all, I want to talk about the color. I like a color that's like a charcoal, just because I'm a white guy, so if I have a black shoe, the contrast just looks kind of funny, and I look like a dork walking around the gym. So I like to avoid that. But then again, if I get a white shoe, I end up with this jazz here, and I have to clean it twice as much and do a lot of maintenance. So this charcoalish color I really like a lot. The durability on them, I've heard some complaints about them peeling away on the sides. That may be a problem, but I don't see that as being a problem long term. I mean, it feels solid. I mean, it's a solid mesh, but it's also really breathable. So I don't think that I would get the blowout problems from these, because these are about paper thin. I don't think I'll have the blowout problems on these even long term, because they feel solid. I mean, they feel good. The other thing is I really like the look of them. And they just look sexy, just for a lack of a better phrase. I mean, they look like a good shoe. It's got a good contrast to them. I don't know what else to say. They just look good. The only thing that, as far as look goes, that's kind of weird is this little insignia back here. But you can remove this if you want. It's a Velcro thing. I know they don't show you that in the pictures very much. I leave the emblem on there. This is the 511 emblem. I'll leave it on there just because it goes a little better with the shoe, and it looks a little better than that. They give you another Velcro piece if you want to switch that out, and it just looks like that. So it's cool they give you that extra feature to be able to interchange those if you like. But if not, you know, you can stick with what they got. Not a big deal. So, you know, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time being worked up about that. Yes, they're rope ready. I don't know how many people would ever use that. It might just be one of those bells and whistles that people look at and think it's cool. But either way, if you're a rappeller or if you jump out of helicopters, power on it. Here you go. There's your rope ready shoe. The other thing that kind of took me by surprise, the laces are a little different. They are extremely thin, but they're durable. I mean, they feel solid, but they're really thin. But they're not like a boot kind of lace. I know some of the boot laces are really rigid. These are a lot more flexible. and but it works with the shoe. You know, they're not the wide lace like you'd get just from the store, but you know, if that's what you're looking for, then you can always go buy new laces. But I like these a lot. The other feature that I liked about these is the comfort. I took these right out of the box and I wore them, and they were broke in like my Prefontaines. I mean, they're legitimate. I mean, I wear them around and I feel like they're a shoe that I've had for 5 years. So the comfort is great. I don't have to worry about buying any inserts or anything like that. And they feel good. They fit my foot really well. The impact on them is very low. I don't have to worry about my heels getting all banged up. And I mean, it's just the feel overall is great. As far as size goes, I wear a 12 or a 12 and a half typically. If a 12 and a half is available, I go with that. But I got these in a 12, so they're a little bit snug on the end of my foot. But if you use this last little loop here, I think it's called lace lock or something like that. But it's designed for you to actually, you're supposed to lock the loops like this and then go under it, or you can probably watch a video on that. But I just use these, and I don't actually lock it, I just use the regular loops. And if I tie them down, it keeps my foot back, so it keeps my heel on the back of the shoe. So I don't have to worry about my toes smashing into the end of the toe box all the time. So that problem's kind of alleviated. But with that, they fit just about perfect. So if you're worried about size, I mean, you don't necessarily have to size up. You might just have to use this extra little loop to keep your heel back in the box. But other than that, I mean, if I was to rate this, I would give this a solid 10 out of 10. I mean, I love these shoes. They look good. They're durable. I don't have to worry about cleaning them every 5-10 days. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's a solid all-around shoe. I've had up and down relationship with 511. I've had a lot of their boots. I've had a lot of their apparel, and so far, I think this is the best piece of equipment that they've come out with that I've purchased and used. So if you're on the market for a new shoe, I mean, maybe something that you can run around a little bit in, or you know, a cross trainer type shoe, or just something that you're going to take to the gym, look no further. So hopefully this was helpful. If you guys have any questions, you can email me. My email will be at the bottom somewhere. Just look around for it. And thanks a lot, guys. Take care.